Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up, sponsored by Lone Star Park at Grand Prairie, and by I'm a Fancy PYC, now standing at Oklahoma Equine Reproductive Center.
Hi, I'm Jim Byers, and welcome to Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up. For this week's show, we're at Lone Star Park in Grand Prairie, Texas for Dash for Cash Futurity Trial Night, which was this past weekend. 12 trials for the Grade 1 event, the final coming up on October 11th. And stay with us here on the Weekend Wrap-Up and the Weekend Preview for coverage of the Dash for Cash Futurity. This past week, fillies and mares had the spotlight in graded races in both New Mexico and California, the Mildred Vessels Memorial Handicap at Los Alamitos, and our first race to recap for you, the Lubbock Stks at Zia Park. The Saturday headliner at the Hobbs, New Mexico track offered a total purse of $55,090. A field of 8 entered the Lubbock Stks, and 7 faced the starter to go 400 yards after Send Me a Candy Tree was a trainer scratch. A pair of them received heavy support, with the streaking Alley's Jumpin', number 3, the 6-5 favorite. Number 8, Zoomin' Away, went off at 8-5.
Stella Surprise goes to the early lead with Parita Sita to the inside, Fire Burning and Zooming Away to the outside as they race through the stretch. Parita Sita with Fire Burning flying on the outside, Ollie's Jumping closing on the inside, it's Fire Burning.
Form takes a beating here as number 7, Fire Burning, becomes a graded winner for the first time at 23-1. She outfinishes 28-1 outsider Stella Surprise. Fire Burning is an Oklahoma-bred 4-year-old filly by Valiant Hero out of the multiple graded winner Blazin' Fire, who's by This Snow is Royal. Joel Martinez Jr., the winning jockey. Now 3 for 17 lifetime with wins in each of her last 2 starts. Fire Burning was bred in Oklahoma by Blazin' Farm, Stone Chase, and M. Whitman. Alfredo Gomez is the trainer for Elite Oilfield Services. Final time 19.575 seconds. A stellar field of fillies and mares went postward on Sunday at Los Alamitos, looking for a guaranteed spot in the Grade 1 Champion of Champions on December 13th. It was the $150,000 Grade 1 Mildred Vessels Memorial Handicap at 400 yards. Topping the field were the top-ranked mare Nellie Delaney and champions Matabari and Check and Fetch. The latter two were virtual co-favorites, with Matabari the choice at 9-5.
And away they go on the Mildred Vessels Memorial Handicap, and Check and Fetch is the one who came away well. It looks like Native T Rose, the one who lost the rider at the start. She went down. Significant Hearts running a huge one from down along the inside. Matabari, the annex of Nellie Delaney, took it stall. Significant Heart's going to try to pull off a big upset, and Significant Heart reaches out for the finish line just in front of Matabari.
A bittersweet Grade 1 victory. Trainer Paul Jones and winning owner Abigail Kawana-Nakoa also had Native T Rose, who suffered what was reported to be a fatal spinal injury in the opening strides. Jockey Cody Jensen was hospitalized with a shoulder injury, according to reports from Los Alamitos. Significant Heart is a solid, if a bit overshadowed, multiple graded winner by Corona Cartel out of Jess Significant, who's by Mr. Jess Perry. She was bred in California by La Felice Montana Ranch, LLC. Eduardo Nicasio, the winning jockey. Check and Fetch is denied in her bid for back-to-back wins in this race. The final time, 19.612 seconds.
I'm a Fancy PYC. He earned $454,000 plus, qualified to the All-American Futurity, started 6 times and won 5, including the Grade 3 Remington Futurity. I'm a Fancy PYC at Oklahoma Equine Reproductive Center.
Over the weekend, there were a number of challenge races at Will Rogers Downs in Claremore, Oklahoma. Let's continue our recap with those results.
Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up, sponsored by Lone Star Park at Grand Prairie, and by I'm a Fancy PYC, now standing at Oklahoma Equine Reproductive Center.
That's it for this edition of the show. We thank you for joining us. Coming up on the Weekend Preview a little later this week, we'll take a look at the Refrigerator Handicap, a Grade 1 event taking place this weekend right here at Lone Star Park at Grand Prairie, Texas. All that and more coming up on the Weekend Preview a little bit later this week. I'm Jim Byers. Thanks a lot for joining us on behalf of all of us at Raceview Network. We'll see you next time here on the Weekend Wrap-Up.